Hey Queens, so today is going to be another fragrance review. Jewelry of the day is all of these. Obviously this one is from the Sears haul. If you've seen that video and you wonder how I collect all my jewelry, watch that video on my Sears haul. This one was a custom made piece from the City of Bones. And then my new evil eye necklace. Let's see if I can bring you up a little. My new evil eye necklace, also from Sears. I did a video on this one, and then obviously my Madonna for Versace sunglasses. You can watch that video, and then my versus Versace watch, and you can watch that review also. There's like kids outside and like cars honking and stuff, so if you hear that on the background, I don't know. They annoy me sometimes when I try to make these videos. But like I said, you can watch all those other reviews. If you haven't already got it, this one is going to be a Versace review. Now, I have reviewed the men's version of this one, and that was the first one that came out, Versace Eros for men. You can watch that review as well, like I just said, and that is like a blue square bottle as opposed to the women's version that I'm reviewing, Versace Eros pour femme. So, the box for the men one, I don't know how it looks because I got the gift set around Christmas, and then this one I got, I believe in the summer, if you saw that haul video. I got it like after I graduated. I think I used one of my gift cards and I got it and stuff. And I believe this was the small bottle, the 1 ounce. It's 1 ounce, 1.7, 3.4. I want to say there's a half ounce, but I could be wrong. But obviously now that it's Christmas, you're going to get a more like bang for your buck, so to speak, because there's gift sets of this. And I totally want the gift set of this one because I want like the little tiny one. And I believe when I did get the Versace Eros, at Target, they had like a Versace Eros mini gift set, so it came like a mini like shower gel, mini aftershave, and a mini like the mini collectible ones. And I love to collect all like the minis that I can. And I don't know, so hopefully I can get a gift set for this one. I believe the big bottle is $108, $110. So if there's a good enough gift set, cost effective, and like a big shower gel, and a big this and a gift, I mean, might as well. But like I said, I believe this one was $72, and this is the 1 ounce that I have, and this is how the box looks like. It's gold, Versace Eros pour femme. You can see a little bit of reflection. It has a little Medusa. It just has Medusa on the back, Versace on the back, and stuff like that. So that's what it looks like. And like you would think like this box like opens from the top and stuff, but no. This is why I love Versace. They always like kind of outdo themselves, and I like this because, like, I think if, like, let's say you were to buy a lot of this, you can kind of do, like, a little DIY, like, little Versace, like, things, because it opens the little thing like that. So I said, also, like, my little DIY would be like, oh, you can make, like, little, like, drawers and stuff. And speaking on that, like, it does come out all the way. It doesn't just stop there. Black on the inside. And your bottle is so, like, oh my god, it's presented so nice. And I, like, even think, now that I have the Christmas tree, I'm like, what if, like, they had, like, the minis, and, like, they could do, like, little ornament ones, like, you just have it hanging or something. Kind of like in the Macy's promo for their, like, magazines that they give out on Sundays, or, I don't know if you guys get, like, the weekly specials. But, like, I think they have, like, fragrance boxes and, like, trees or something, or maybe it's Ulta. And I said, like, just to pull that out of, like, a tree, or, like, they had this, like, in a mini version for, like, an ornament on a tree. I don't know. I thought that would be really cool, but it is like a black velvet lining. Obviously, you won't see it. Like, it just looks black. But it's like a black velvet lining, and oh my god, it feels so good. I don't know. I like it. I'm a big sucker for packaging. That's why I haven't thrown this box away, because it also acts as a camera stand, so there's my little secret. But like I said, that's how it looks in the box. It says Versace Eros pour femme, and I just love how it's like all gold and stuff, and I don't know. I love it, you guys. And the way it's just presented in the box, again, I die. I'm living. You take it out. I was worrying about this because I said, watch me put it back in and not be able to take it out. Like I said, you're left with a little imprint, so to speak. And I love Versace because they just put, like, the Medusa head logo on everything. Like, I love it. Yeah. And the back is, like, clear, so obviously you can see how much there is, and you can see the front. And they also do, like, the Greek key ring around it that's on the front also. And then on the top, like I said, oh, it just has a Medusa head on it, and I'm living for it, you guys. So, Versace Eros pour femme, like I said, then they are two, like, completely opposite scents. It's not like, let's say, the Unbreakable line by Chloe and Lamar, where Unbreakable and Unbreakable Blonde kind of smelled similar, you know, like, Unbreakable Blonde was kind of, I'd say, it says it has citrusy and, like, woods and chocolates, and It smells more like a lighter men's scent, and then like with your Unbreakable Joy, which is like the holiday version. I know it said it had like champagne in it. That one smelled a bit warmer. And then when like I think it's Unbreakable Love, I believe that's the blue one. When that one came out, it was like more at like a grassy smell, like fresh cut grass, so to speak. And it's not grass, but another scent. But like it's kind of like, let's say if you had Unbreakable Joy, like the more holiday kind of almost cologne scent, and then you went to Unbreakable Love, like that's how kind of this is, but not exactly, because Versace Eros for men, if you watch that review, it's like kind of a cigar-y, almost chocolatey undertone, very thick, pungent smell. It's very potent. And then with this one, this is a very kind of a cold, almost steely scent, which reflects, obviously, like the bottle design, so to speak, because it's like clear glass and like, it's gold, but it's kind of like a, I want to say pewtered gold, but not really, because it's gold, and I want to say like a faded gold, but I don't know. I want to say like maybe if you mix like silver and gold together, kind of like how they make rose gold, they mix copper and silver, I believe. I'd kind of say maybe this is kind of what it would look like, but it does reflect, the fragrance reflects like the bottle, like it was matched perfectly, and like it just, obviously it's an eye-catching bottle, like I was just like, what if you just made like a necklace of this, like, so whatever. But that's Versace Eros Parfum, and let me read you what it says. So, at the time, Versace is launching the new fragrance for women as an addition to the popular men's edition Eros that came out in 2012. It arrived on the shelves in Italy in December 2014 as the fragrance seductress of the god of love, Eros. And if you watch Lady Gaga's GUI or heard the song, you know, she's like, greetings from Eros, god of sexual desire, son of Aphrodite. That just always pops in my mind. And I think that's kind of why I got the son, because I was just like, Eros, GUI. But, it says, the woman's fragrance, of course, is in a glamorous gold color. I never know how to say this word. I think it's flacon or flacon, flacon, I don't know. And is signed by perfumers of the Firmenich Company, Alberto Morillas, Oliver Cresp, and Natalie Lorson, who worked together on creating the new composition. So Eros is god of love. Eros is god of love, and the goal of Eros Parfum campaign was to present that Eros was seduced and to suggest the strength of a woman, stated Donatella Versace, who added that the photos for the campaign were taken in Pinewood Studio in London and water reservoirs where the James Bond movies were filmed. The campaign is signed by photographers Mert Alas and Marcus Pigot. The faces of the campaign are Brian Szymanski, known as Advertising Face of Eros, and Laura Stone, Advertising Face of Eros Parfum, who comes out of the water in a white dress and golden gladiator sandals. And the composition of this fragrance opens with Sicilian lemon, Calabrian bergamot, pomegranate accords, with the heart of lemon, sandbag jasmine absolute, jasmine infusion, and peony. The base incorporates sandalwood, ambrox, musk, and various woody notes. And it's rounded and embellished with the prominent relief Medusa symbol, like I said, in the central part of the bottle, and the stopper, as well as with the typical Greek motif on the edges, that Greek key. And it's made of glass and embellished, like I said. And instead of a box, the bottle is packaged in a small case, which opens on the sides. And it is available in 30 ml, 50 ml, and 100 ml. So this 1 ounce, I believe, is your 30 ml. So maybe now there's a half ounce, but at the time, I guess there's only 30, 50, and 100 ml. And it was launched in Italy December 2014, and then in 2015 it was launched in Europe and worldwide. So I guess this is, like they say, released on the home front, so to speak, in Italy. And let me just adjust myself, because my leg is falling asleep every time I do these videos on the floor. But when I read those notes, I wasn't sure about, like, the sandalwood and the jasmine, because I will say, when I get, like, those kind of tobacco-y, thicker scents, I think somewhat of the men's version, but also of all of the other, kind of like Closer by Halle Berry, Jasmine Noir, I believe that's Chanel, or maybe that's like Bulgari, but I don't know, because if you've ever smelled like pure jasmine, it is like a very like earthy scent. It's very like dirty, kind of like patchouli almost, but not too much. And I don't know, when I smell this scent, if you've ever smelled Radiance by Britney Spears, Cosmic Radiance, somewhat of a Jennifer Aniston scent, and possibly Katy Perry's Purr, you'll kind of know what I'm talking about when I say this smells like a cold, white floral-like scent. And when I say cold white floral, I've said this before with Christina Aguilera's Red Sin, where Red Sin has cyclamen in it, and it does smell very true to the word, so to speak, in the sense of it smells like you went into like a nursery and let's say like there's a lot of cyclamen or like just the smell of flowers. That is what you're gonna smell in Red Sin. Like you're gonna get that kind of like tinge of a nursery and tinge of flower in it. Like it's gonna be very earthy and very like warm, and Red Sin is a warm scent. And so is the bottle with its red design and its red lace, and you can watch that review. But like I said, how this fragrance is cold and like the goldness and like how gold is kind of cold, so to speak. And like the steeliness of it. Just the metal, the design, and the colors. And even kind of the color of this fragrance itself. It kind of has that like goldish color to it. And that truly just matches all together because like I said, cold white floral scent is what I'm getting from this. And if you can like imagine yourself walking into like a wedding, so to speak, and like you know how you kind of smell all the florals and it's like very cold usually when there's like flowers, that's what I'm getting from this scent. And it wasn't said in here that it has like a kind of a coconutty scent, so to speak, because if you've ever smelled Gwen Stefani's Super G, the one with like the little superhero on those Harajuku Lovers one, this is kind of reminding me of it. So that's why when I read like jasmine and like sandalwood and pomegranate and bergamot, I was like, really? I was like, that's in here? But I mean, just smelling it from the bottle, I smell more of like that coconutty scent, that like Super G scent from Gwen Stefani, those Harajuku Lovers. And like I said, if you have smelled any kind of like coconutty fragrance, and the only one that I can like think right now at the top of my head, like I said, is Super G by Gwen Stefani from the Harajuku Lovers. But if you've ever smelled any like those coconutty scents in a fragrance, it's kind of like that artificial coconutty smell, so to speak. And that's why I said this one just reminds me of like, I guess, a more expensive bottle of Super G from Gwen Stefani. And I mean, I had smelled this fragrance before I bought it. And the reason I bought it, obviously, is because I love Versace, so to speak. So, I mean, obviously, I could have just gotten Super G and like, oh my god, it's like Versace Eros. But, if you have smelled Super G Harajuku Lovers and you don't really want to spend the money on, like, Versace, like they say the brand name, then just get Super G. You're kind of going to get the same thing. Because, like I said, looking at these notes, and, like, when they say it has jasmine, it has sandalwood, and, like, musk, I'm just like... Because this scent, to me, it doesn't truly last. It's kind of like, I would say, a 4-5 hour scent. 6 is kind of like... It's kind of a drag. I really wouldn't say 6 hours because... I don't know, I feel like 6 hours is kind of pushing it, and... When I say pushing it, it's kind of saying, like, I would be being gracious to say 6 hours. I'm not saying, like, it's a bad scent, like, it goes away fast. Like, it's a very good scent. I like the scent in general. I mean, even though it is very comparable to, like, a lower-end scent, so to speak, like, it's a good scent. But the lasting power, as with all kind of... It's like I say with Juicy Couture's Viva La Juicy... It's not truly like the you get what you pay for, because obviously this was a lot more expensive, and so is like the Viva La Juicy line. And those scents kind of just like, they evaporate off your skin fast, and I'm pretty sure like everybody has said that. If you've ever heard them be like, oh my god, I love Viva La Juicy, but it doesn't last, you know, like there's always that like it doesn't last, kind of like with the Elizabeth and James by Nirvana, and you can watch that review, where they're such good scents, but they kind of don't last too much by themselves, but they do last together because like you can mix the scents. This one, I'm just gonna spray it for you so you can see how much it sprays. So like I said, I am getting that kind of like tropically coconutty smell. I mean, the peony is there, and that's why I say it's kind of like that white floral, because the peony is kind of like, it's a complementary to that coconut smell. I'd say it's lending that kind of natural, kind of a tart smell to the fragrance, and maybe that's what leads into like the coconutty smell of it and like the coconutty essence of this fragrance, so to speak. But the jasmine, it's there. I feel the jasmine, the sandalwood, and the musk. Obviously, if you've ever heard Madonna's interview for Truth or Dare, you do need musk in a scent just to hold the scent down, kind of just to make the scent final. Like, I'd probably say the whole foundation of the scent, just to keep it from just like not, you know, just like not just dying out, so to speak. But I should have sprayed it here because I'm like, but I don't know. Sicilian lemon and Calabrian bergamot. I will say bergamot's kind of like falls along the lines of like your tonka beans and your chocolate orchids. And you kind of do get like the very, very, very slightest hint of a bergamoty, chocolatey, woody scent, kind of. I'd probably say kind of like Calvin Klein's Euphoria Intense for men, where if you've ever smelled Fantasy, and I reviewed that scent Fantasy, I did say Fantasy by Britney Spears is like the Calvin Klein Euphoria Intense for women. And Calvin Klein Euphoria Intense is a Fantasy for men because they added like more of your woody notes to it. And even though it's sweet and pungent, it still has that like woody, masculine kind of essence to it. And with this one, I feel that jasmine is kind of, it lends to the more expensive smell that we're used to when we smell like things like Jasmine Noir or like Chanel Coco Noir. I believe that's what it is. I think Jasmine Noir is from Bulgari now. And I want to say there's one other scent. I think it's one of the Aqua scents or Aqua scents by Bulgari, possibly. But the peony kind of, it's there in the opening. I will say it opens like you're walking into a wedding. And kind of like the shirt, Lana Del Rey, you can watch that video, my complaining to Lana Del Rey about the canceled concert. But kind of similar to Red Sin, when you do smell like a natural flower, it's a very distinct smell. And you are going to get that with the peony, and that is going to lend to like possibly the lemon in there and maybe a little bit of the pomegranate. Because pomegranate itself is kind of like a bitter tasting fruit. And if you do put like bitter tasting fruits together, there is some sweetness to it, obviously. But you are going to get like a bitter, tart smell to it. And that's why I say this kind of has that coconut essence to it. It kind of has that smell of coconut. And at the same time, it's not too much of a coconutty smell. Because you are going to get that jasmine. And I know I said like jasmine's in here. And it is, but you truly don't smell jasmine in all honesty. I think it's just there to kind of just layer a foundation for the scent. Kind of like for the scent that like sticks to your skin after a while. I'd say it's like if you just put glue and you threw glitter on top of it. Like some of the glitter is going to shake off, like some of it's still there, but you know, most of it shakes off. And if you do keep smelling like yourself, you're going to smell that very pungent, like dirty, cologne-y smell that jasmine has. But you're still going to smell like your lemons and your pomegranates and your bergamot just a little. And sandalwood is, if you've ever smelled Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for Men, it has like your lemony, woody sandalwood smell. And you kind of get a hint of that, but it's kind of like it was toned down with the peony and kind of like that coconut essence that it has. So if you can imagine Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for Men being thrown in with peony and stuff, I'd probably say it will lean towards a Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for women, but the one for women is kind of too citrusy. So that's why I say for men, because it does have that sandalwood in it. But if you do add a floral to it, like maybe like Versace Bright Crystal or the Britney Spears Radiance to it, you will kind of fall along the lines of your Versace Eros Parfum. But again, there's something about the scent that just has a coconut essence to it. And I don't truly know what it is, but I do think it's the mixing of the lemons and the pomegranates and the bergamot a little. And somewhat of the underlying tones of jasmine, because even though jasmine is a very pungent, very cologne-y smell, it does kind of have like a sour top note to it. And it's a very, I think it's a very, I wouldn't say it's like acquired taste, so to speak. I think it's kind of like either you love jasmine or you don't. Like natural jasmine. Like, there's people who are like, oh, I love jasmine, but like it's usually mixed in with like a vanilla or something like that, you know, kind of to like sweeten up a bit. Because it's kind of like if you've just smelled, like they say, sandalwood or something, like it's a very thick, pungent, like distinct smell. Like the peony as well. And that's why I say it is like walking into a wedding, because I feel, obviously we're gonna get married, get Versace Eros Parfum. But it's just a very strong coconutty scent, and like I said, if you're gonna look for jasmine in a scent, obviously Versace Eros Parfum, as with my repetitive and redundant description, you're not gonna get that much of a jasmine. It's gonna be there on your skin, like if somebody like, you know, like went up to your arm and was like, let me smell it. But even so, that like jasmine infusion that it says on here, and that sambac jasmine absolute that's incorporating sandalwood and ambrox and musk and various woody notes. I mean, obviously all the scents mix together very well. I mean, of course you need that to make a successful fragrance, but I think in all reality you're kind of just gonna get the peony in here, and maybe that lemon and pomegranate accord the most, because when you do spray this, it is going to be a very much of a coconutty smell. And that's why I said, if you have Super G by Gwen Stefani from the Harajuku Lovers collection, you're obviously going to know what this smells like, and you're going to find that similarity in this scent. But like I said, you are going to get that. I'd probably say the most comparable scent I could compare this to besides Super G by Gwen Stefani is if you mix that with Closer by Halle Berry. Because Closer by Halle Berry, it's a fresh fougere, I believe that's the word. And it's woody, it's floral, it's very cologne-y, but at the same time it's very perfumey. And I believe Halle Berry's Closer was like the first ever of its kind in that classification. And if you can't smell that scent, I know there's plenty of gift sets, I think at like CVS and Walgreens and possibly Sears. They're 30% off, so all my Sears haul go there. It's a very versatile scent. And I do say Halle Berry's scent shouldn't really have been classified as a woman's scent, but more or less of just a unisex scent, because it does have a kind of that jasmine in it, kind of those woody notes, but like I said, it has those top notes of like your white florals. And that's why I said it's a very good blending of white florals and like, I probably see your typical white floral and your typical men's sandalwood smell. Like, you know, like if you mix those two together kind of well, you know, kind of like a 50-50, so to speak, you are going to get a very good mixture of the two, kind of like with your Elizabeth and James by Nirvana, black and white. Like white, like let's say that's kind of a standalone woman's scent, and then black is like your standalone men's scent. But if you mix both, it kind of becomes unisex in that sense, if you can follow. And with Versace Eros Parfum, would I consider this on unisex? Possibly. It falls along the lines of like your Paris Hilton for men, where it's a very kind of juicy scent. It's very sweet, and at the same time, like I say, it doesn't truly last that long. And I said the jasmine and your sandalwoody kind of note and your bergamot, it's gonna linger on your skin, but like I said, no one's truly gonna smell it or compliment you on it, because it's gonna be a very close skin scent. I know with Halle Berry's Closer, with the lotion, you got a very kind of warm scent to it. And with Versace Eros Parfum, because I have tried out the lotion, you get that kind of like a cold floral scent that's left on your skin. I mean, obviously, sometimes the jasmine comes out a little bit more in lotions and somewhat of shower gels, but you're going to be left with kind of like that peonic, I want to say peony, opening. And your kind of lemons and your citruses, because those tend to usually like pop out, like the sweeter scents, that you can smell them a lot, like with your Katy Perry Killer Queen lotion. Even so, speaking, like, it's kind of faded fast, and that's why I say, like, the jasmine and the musk and all those sandalwood notes, I feel like they're just there to just somewhat hold the scent, and that's why I say it's like when you put glue and you put glitter on top of it, like, you're gonna be able to shake off most of the glitter. And as I said, when you shake off, like, the most you can, like, there's still gonna be more to fall off, but it's still kind of there, you know, but then, like, it'll get, like, patchy and stuff, and that's why I say, that's why I use that metaphor for this scent, because I said, even though it has like a very strong typical base, so to speak, with your musk and your sandalwood and your jasmine infusions and sandbag jasmine absolute, that usually kind of are very pungent and very thick and very distinct. I think they're just very much overpowered by your peonies and your lemons and your pomegranates and your bergamots, because I said, even though the bergamot tries to transition into that woody sandbag jasmine smell, it doesn't truly work. Like, the scents mix well, but like they say, for $72 worth, if you want to talk in those terms, you're kind of better going off with Super G if you want like that top note scent that you're going to get when you first spray the scent. But if you kind of want like what, like they say, after that wears off, then go for Closer by Halle Berry, or get both and mix them and then compare it to Versace Eros Parfum, and you'll kind of see what I'm getting from it, because $72 for a 1 ounce bottle, that's already kind of like because I mean, like they say, most celebrity fragrances, like when you go to Macy's, so to speak, are $65 or $74 for a like a 3.4 ounce or 3.4 ounce gift set. And even though, I mean, I would repurchase this scent, telling you guys, reviewing it, I mean, I don't know, because you're going to be left with like a lemon scent. And if you've ever had like the Bath & Body Works white citrus and lemon, like when you wash your hands with the soap or use a lotion, like, the scent's there, but it fades fast, you know? And like, you can layer it and layer it and layer it, but it's still going to fade fast. And that's why I said, even though they put the jasmine and the musk and the sandalwood to try to hold the scent together, kind of just complete the scent as a base for it, it doesn't truly do it justice in like longevity. And that's why I say 6 hours would be really pushing it, because I know I went through this bottle fast, as you can see, and I mean, I just haven't repurchased it because it's $72 and I'm just like, I can get other scents, you know, like I've been getting a lot of gift sets at Sears and stuff, and it's just, I'd probably say it's not cost effective to get this scent. Like, you can get several scents for it, and that's why I say, if you really want to go for Super G by Gwen Stefani and Closer by Halle Berry, and that's where you'll get, like, your separation of your top notes and your base notes. Like I said, you can even mix those two, so to speak, because this one, it was a good idea, it was a good concept, obviously making a spin-off of a very popular fragrance, so to speak, but maybe it was a rushed project, maybe it wasn't, you know, like the best. And that's why I say, what really got me was like the packaging, as always. Like, just Versace, just, they get me. But the fragrance, I was like, they could improve, or they could have done better, you know. But I think they just tried to, even though it took a while to make a Versace Eros Parfum, I feel it was kind of like a little bit rushed, you know, and it was kind of typical. Like, it was, like, we had already smelled it with, I think it's, I want to say it's Yellow Crystal or Yellow Diamond and Crystal Absolute and Bright Crystal. Like, you kind of smell like this scent already, just not as coconutty. But I mean, overall, just to recapture this scent, you're gonna get kind of a peony floral opening that smells coconutty and exotic or tropical. And if you do smell your skin, it's gonna be there, like I say, maybe 3 to 5 hours. But even then, I'm like, I feel like 3 hours, you know. And it's sad to say because I love Versace, but this scent, like I said, it could have done better. And it's obviously gonna fill a room, as with any sweet scent. Like, it just evaporates fast, so it's gonna fill fast, so to speak. Like, the candle that burns twice as bright, like, lasts twice as long, or burns, I don't know, something like that. So, even though the scent, like, truly matches the bottle and they captured, like, the essence of the fragrance good with the packaging, it doesn't truly last. And, like I said, overall, you're just gonna get, like, a very coconutty opening, very floral coconutty opening. You're gonna kind of have somewhat of like a musky, sandalwoody, jasmine-y kind of residue on your skin, so to speak. And you are going to have like that washed off lemon Bath & Body Works soap smell. And it sounds like I'm trashing this fragrance, but I love this fragrance. But it's a little unlike longevity. And like I said, if you're looking for a jasmine scent, looking for a sandalwood scent, musky, woody, notey scent, or whatever, you're not truly going to get that in this scent. Like I said, you're just going to get mostly a super G Big Gwen Stefani opening, and that's kind of the life of the fragrance. But if you do want those bottom notes, like I said, Closer by Halle Berry is your best shot at mixing with super G Big Gwen Stefani. So, overall, maybe I'll just cut in the middle and say maybe 4 hours, 3.5 hours, you'll get the most out of this scent, or maybe 2 hours. You know, I feel like I'm just cutting back time, but I don't know. It's just, it's a good scent. It was a good idea, a good concept, but it doesn't truly last that long. Like I said, we reveal the juicy. So, again, you're just going to get a very coconutty opening, and that's kind of it. Just expect a coconutty opening, and if you don't really like that synthetic coconutty smell, then don't get it. But, I mean, just try it out. If you like it, buy it, obviously, like I do. And, like I said, it was $72, and it's 1 ounce, 1.7, and 3.4 ounces. And I even want to say, sometimes around the holidays, they do release like a 6 to 7 ounce bottle, maybe 9 ounces, because I think Calvin Klein is the only one that did like a 9 ounce bottle one time. Because I did see like the really, really, really huge bottle of Versace Eros, like it was like literally the size of my hand. I was like, oh my god. I mean, obviously it's like $125, I think, $135. But sometimes they do have in a gift set where you get like the really big bottle, and I think a 1 ounce or 1.7, so, you know. But if they do have like a really huge bottle and it's like kind of cost effective for you, get it, or just get a gift set if you really want to get more for your money, so to speak, because you'll get like a shower gel and a body lotion, and you will get that mini collectible. But if you do get that mini collectible, send it to me somehow. Message me on Twitter or something, or Facebook, or whatever. But overall, again, just to, if you've forgotten already, my redundant rambling, very coconutty opening, slight jasmine, sandalwood, musk, so to speak, left on your skin that no one's going to notice unless they come up to you. So it's a very close to skin scent after the opening. But like I said, 2.5, 3 hours, maybe 4, maybe 5. But overall, the packaging is nice. The way it's presented in the box is nice. I just love just the way the bottle looks in general. And like I said, it's a very nice scent. And like I said, the Medusa head on top. So if you do like very coconutty smells, go for it. If you're looking for jasmine again, don't go for this scent. But that's my review on Versace Eros Parfum. Sorry if it was a little bit all over the place. When I try to explain scents, I try to compare them to other ones. So hopefully you found this review helpful. And like I said, $72 for a 1 ounce and like 100 and something for the big bottle. And look for gift sets, look for gift purchases. Go to your Macy's, your Dillard's. Go to, I want to say maybe Bell's. Maybe Bell's has it, but I'm not completely sure on that. I know they have all the bright crystal line, but again, that was my review on Versace Eros Parfum. Watch the Versace Eros for men. Watch my Lana Del Rey videos. Watch my jewelry collection videos on my Sears haul. But until next time, I want to say hi to Rami Malek and stay safe and God bless you guys and enjoy the holidays. So I know I am by doing these little videos by the tree, and I don't know. I like these tree videos. You like the tree background? I kind of like it. I mean, obviously, I can't do this year-round, but hopefully I can get in enough videos before, like, the tree has to come down. So, I don't know. I liked it, but again, I want to say hi to Rami Malek. Stay safe and God bless you guys, and let's just all pray that Mr. Robot wins, I believe, a Golden Globe or an Emmy. I think that's what it's nominated for it as well. Rami Malek, he wins his. And just the whole cast. I don't know. I'm excited for Mr. Robot Season 2. It's gonna come out, I think, Season 1, January 16th or 9th or 6th, somewhere around there. And, I think that's it for this video. So, again, hi to Rami Malek. Like I said, I never know how to end these videos, and maybe I'll come back with another fragrance review, maybe more jewelry, maybe another Sears haul, or whatever, but hi to Rami Malek. So, Merry Christmas, guys. Stay safe. God bless. Rami Malek. Bye, guys.